My name is Nathan McNinch.
My name is Kevin, and this is our exhibition, A Scanner Ubiquity. It consists of 3 works. So over there we have 3 interactive drawing machines, and over there Nathan has a 1-pixel camera, and behind us I have 4 prints that are, I think of them as counter infographics.
So the 1-pixel cameras, this is sort of maybe the 3rd iteration of something that I've been working on. This version, instead of printing out little colored squares, prints out the actual color information, so just the RGB values. And the components themselves have been refined over time, and they're a little less crude looking and a little more robust than they were initially.
So the prints behind us were done at a time when I was thinking a lot about infographics and that prevalent aesthetic of a way of quantifying and measuring really our way of being in everything we do. So our social relations, patterns of behaviors, they became really graphs of random thoughts and elements in my head at the time. And I really wanted to keep them very particular, very pre-rational or pre-linguistic, such that it was really immediate. I didn't really give too much thought to it.
There is a camera along with a bundle of wires and other electronic components it looks for faces, and then when it sees faces it kind of studies that person to declares them a person, and does things like color information, their skin tone, the clothes that they're wearing. It very crudely does gender entirely based on hair length. So once it's recognized a face, it looks for hair or anything. I've sort of programmed it. It's about shoulder length, anything longer than that, and declares you feminine. And this sort of crudely renders all of this information that it's catching just with a curved line, because it's the only sort of method that it has to draw this out.
I guess, yeah, it always revolved around machines that take data from the audience, but then somehow defeats its own purpose by destroying it, or in our case, as it is now, it makes them unintelligible through various means.
And I think that's that's the theme of the show, what the 3 works have in common, is that the collection of data, it's large amounts of data, that the output is indecipherable or somewhat indecipherable.
I think these machines, for me, point to 2 kinds of anxiety. So on the one hand, you have that of the data collector trying to collect as much data as possible and to quantify it, and on the other hand, the audience whose data is being collected wanting to make sense of it all. And in a way, I think we're trying to emphasize the futility or the failure of both those processes.